Now, what really transpired between the deputy president and David Murathe? Because yesterday, Joe Ageyo interviewed the deputy president on Citizen TV. And from that interview, the deputy president is very bitter with David Murathe.
Because we've seen a cacophony going on in that party. We don't even know who is, for example, the vice chair of the party resigned, come back. We don't know anything that's going on in the party. Is Jubilee functioning as a party?
Well, of course, Jubilee is not functioning as a party. There is a problem. The party has been hijacked by busybodies and conmen, and brokers like Murathe and company. Yeah, people who have no clue where why the philosophy behind Jubilee. They were nowhere.
David Murathe is not your ordinary Jubilee member. David Murathe is a close ally of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And David Murathe is also the vice chairperson of Jubilee Party. David Murathe was appointed the vice chairperson by President Uhuru Kenyatta himself. And in 2013 and even in 2017, David Murathe campaigned for the deputy president William Samoei Ruto. But after the elections, David Murathe changed and started a campaign of stopping the deputy president William Samoei Ruto from succeeding President Uhuru Kenyatta. What really transpired between these two gentlemen? Because you all remember that at some point, David Murathe actually resigned from Jubilee Party as the vice chairperson. And then he came back. And immediately David Murathe came back, the deputy president has never seen peace. And yesterday, I monitored the deputy president very keenly. The deputy president has resigned to the fact that Jubilee Party might actually go away. David Murathe, Rafael Tunju, and the group are actually going to take the Jubilee Party or going to block the deputy president William Samoei Ruto from using Jubilee Party during the next general election. I want you to listen to the body language, the tone of the deputy president responding to the question regarding Jubilee Party.
Why don't you resign and just start something else that you, William Ruto, be in full control of? Because you don't seem to be in full control of Jubilee.
Where does the resign come from?
Because if you're within and there are people who have taken over a party, you sound very disappointed that the party you worked so hard to put together is going the wrong way, and you're almost throwing your hands in the air and saying, there's nothing I can do about it. Those people are doing whatever they want.
I haven't thrown
Supposing you had your own party where you can do whatever you think is right.
I haven't thrown my hands in the air. I still believe there is a chance and there is a possibility for us to sort out issues in Jubilee, because the kind of investment we've put in there, it will be tragic if we were to lose Jubilee. It would be tragic.
You have painted a rather desperate picture here about your party, Jubilee.
No, it's not desperate. It's because just a realistic figure, a realistic situation.
Yeah. So, but in a sense, it looks like a gloomy picture you're painting about your party. You're the deputy leader of that party. You have a leader of the party, and you're saying you're going to try and resolve these things. Hopefully, you will. But what happens if you don't manage?
You see, we will cross that river when we get there. And if it becomes completely hopeless and Jubilee is hijacked by these brokers, then Waswahili wanasema kuvunjika kwa mwiko sio mwisho wa kupika. Si ndio bwana? Lakini kupika lazima. So we will make that decision as the Jubilee members at that point when it becomes impossible. If they succeed in this scheme, they are saying they will deny us an opportunity, or they will make sure that there is no fielding of candidates. Then we will look at the options at that point with the rest of the membership of the party.
Now, from the tone of the deputy president, two things are clear. David Murathe is a very powerful man. And number two, Jubilee Party might actually decide not to front the deputy president as the presidential candidate. And the deputy president is well prepared for that. And therefore, the deputy president, based on what he has just indicated here, might actually opt to form another political party. And this is exactly what I've always insisted on this platform. That for the deputy president to succeed in 2022, he must form his own political party. A party which he has full control over. But why do I have a feeling that the deputy president is actually lying to Kenyans? David Murathe is not the problem between the deputy president and Jubilee Party. The problem between the deputy president and Jubilee Party is none other than President Uhuru Kenyatta himself. That's one thing I've consistently maintained on this platform. So today I want us to look at some truths which I feel the deputy president was economical with. He didn't say those truths the way they are supposed to come out. So I want to tell you the truth between David Murathe, the deputy president William Ruto, and President Uhuru Kenyatta, and in general, Jubilee Party politics. The first truth is that David Murathe is actually President Uhuru Kenyatta. David Murathe is doing the work for the president. So instead of the deputy president focusing on David Murathe, calling David Murathe conman, calling David Murathe brokers, he should focus on President Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't know why the deputy president fears confronting the president. Because initially, the deputy president used to accuse Raila Odinga. But of late, he has decided that the problem is not really Raila Odinga, but is now hiding behind David Murathe. David Murathe is a nobody. Who is David Murathe? Can David Murathe do whatever he's doing without the support of the president? So I think David Murathe is President Uhuru Kenyatta. So if the deputy president wants to deal with David Murathe, he must first of all deal with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember, initially, the first time David Murathe talked about blocking the deputy president from ascending to the presidency, the deputy president had to confront President Uhuru Kenyatta. And the president had to force David Murathe to resign as the vice chairperson of Jubilee Party. And I don't understand how David Murathe made a comeback again to Jubilee Party. But of course, he made a comeback with the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta. Without the support of the president, I am sure, 100%, David Murathe would not be anywhere near Jubilee Party. And I was looking at some old clips, and I monitored one thing. That there was a time David Murathe was actually attacking the deputy president, and the man standing next to him was none other than Rafael Tojo, another close ally of President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Is a pair. Ama namna gani hivi? If the president is not here, who is the president? If for whatever reason the president is not able to carry out his functions, who becomes president? Can the president sack the deputy president? Can he? So in effect, if he automatically becomes president without going for the mandate from the mwananchi, what mandate does he have? Si ni ile walichaguliwa naye. Kwa sababu ikiwa wewe uko kwa hiyo for 2 terms, then that is why 148 says you can't run again. Najima, I want an advisory opinion. Na tutaenda mpaka Supreme Court. Sisi hatucheki ni watu. What I can tell you, I'm very happy because for us, at least now, tunaona watu wameanza kusoma. Sasa juzi wamesema they don't mind the nomination, si ndio? Na wakishindwa watasupport yule atachukua.
Number 2, the second truth is that David Murathe is a very small man in Jubilee Party. He is. In Jubilee structure, we have the chairperson, we have the party leader, who is President Uhuru Kenyatta. We have the deputy party leader, who is William Samoei Ruto. Below, there's the chairperson of Jubilee Party, who is Nzia, who is below them, there is the chairperson of Jubilee Party. Then there's the Secretary General of Jubilee Party. Then there's the treasurer. So David Murathe is just a vice chairman of Jubilee Party. So he's a very small man when it comes to Jubilee Party politics. But these small men, normally once they have the support of senior leaders, like David Murathe has the support of the president, they becomes very powerful. So David Murathe is currently very powerful in Jubilee Party. Not because he holds a very senior position in Jubilee Party. No, it's because he's close to President Uhuru Kenyatta. It's because David Murathe is President Uhuru Kenyatta. Today, if David Murathe was not very close to President Uhuru Kenyatta, he would be rendered useless. Remember, Rafael Tuju is the Secretary General, very powerful. Who is Rafael Tuju's deputy? Caleb Kositany. Is Caleb Kositany that powerful the way David Murathe is? No. Why? Because David Murathe has the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta. So that's the other truth which the deputy president has refused to acknowledge. Instead of meandering around, the deputy president must tell David Murathe that wewe ni mtu mdogo sana. Instead of calling him conman, instead of calling him brokers. They are not. These guys have the support of the president, and that's why they have the courage to speak the way they are speaking. Number 3, David Murathe is just a messenger. David Murathe is a messenger. I've followed the politics of David Murathe very closely, especially since he started being very close to the president. There is nothing which David Murathe has said in this country without coming to pass. Nothing, especially without the president supporting. David Murathe stated clearly that they are going to remove some officials from Jubilee Party. It happened. David Murathe said that in Jubilee Party, the deputy president might not be the automatic presidential candidate. David Murathe said that they are going to remove Kipchumba Murkomen and Susan Kehika from parliamentary positions. They are gone. David Murathe was present when Kalonzo Musyoka was signing an agreement, post-election agreement, with Jubilee Party. So David Murathe is just a messenger. So whenever David Murathe is speaking, just know that he's not talking on his own. David Murathe can be equated to Junet Mohammed in ODM party. Other party members can just talk, they can say everything and the rest. But when you hear Junet Mohammed speaking, I want to link for you to you this thing here. Anytime you hear Junet Mohammed speaking on an issue of national importance, let's say there's a debate in this particular country, and Junet Mohammed speaks on it, then that's actually Raila Odinga speaking. That's exactly what David Murathe is to Uhuru Kenyatta. So David Murathe is just a mere messenger. And in African cultures, you don't hit messengers with stones. A messenger akikuja, apitisha ujumbe, it ends there. Yeah, watch, just let him go and then deal with the person who sends him. So that's the issue. And this is what the deputy president is trying to avoid. David Murathe, if today the president told him to respect the deputy president, to support the deputy president, become the president, David Murathe would be the first person to take to the podium and declare how the deputy president is the best man on earth who can become the president and the rest. But not now. Number 4, David Murathe is part of the deep state. You can agree, you cannot agree. But the world over, there's these dark forces called the deep state. Not only in politics, even in churches. In churches, there are certain individuals who are very powerful. You go to mosque, you go to even your village. Hata ile chama yenu ya WhatsApp groups ya ushago. There are certain individuals who would always speak. Sometimes you don't even understand whether these guys walikuwa wameagree mahali. Then once they come back, they will always support the same thing. So David Murathe is part of the deep state. And this is something that the deputy president must accept. That there's a deep state, he was part of it, they've kicked him out. David Murathe is still there. So that's another truth which the deputy must confront. Number 5 is that the deputy president, in my view, must now start confronting President Uhuru Kenyatta. There is no need of the deputy president to continue hiding behind the back of David Murathe. Calling David Murathe conman or brokers, you know, you call your Secretary General of a party a broker conman. A person who was the Secretary General of your party when you are contesting for that election. The Secretary General of a party who signed your nomination certificate. The Secretary General of a party who sits every single time there's a cabinet meeting. Rafael Tuju is there. And it's every single time the deputy president is meeting with Uhuru Kenyatta. Rafael Tuju is always there. You call these guys conmen instead of confronting your boss. Rafael Tuju is the Secretary General. And one time I remember so well, Oscar Sudi claiming that Rafael Tuju was just used for treble balancing, you know, for balancing. Because he's a Luo, he didn't bring figures. So Rafael told you today, if Uhuru don't want him there, he will go. The same to David Murathe. So the deputy president must start confronting the president himself. And lastly, the other reality which the deputy president must accept is that Jubilee party is gone. It might take a miracle. I'm not ruling out the possibility of the deputy president mending faces with Uhuru Kenyatta and then Uhuru Kenyatta agreeing back to allow the deputy president to take control of that party. I don't want to rule out that. But as things stand today, Jubilee party is gone. Uhuru Kenyatta has taken control of Jubilee party. And today, if Uhuru Kenyatta were to cede control of Jubilee party to the deputy president, what do you think will happen to the president? He will be kicked out immediately. And that will not happen. Uhuru and his handlers will not allow that to happen. So Jubilee party is gone. And the deputy president must, as a matter of urgency and as a matter of fact, start thinking on how he can start his own political party. A party he can control and a party whose membership cannot disappoint him. In fact, he needs another David Murathe in his own political party. A man who will do every other thing he will tell them to do in that political party. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. I strongly believe that these six truths here, the deputy president has actually been avoiding. He's not talking about the truth when it comes to David Murathe. Thank you guys, and please, if you're watching this video for the first time, take a second or two, click subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys once again, and to the subscribers, I want to thank you so much for your continued support. Without the support, the channel would not be where it is today. We are exactly at 77,000. I think almost hitting 77,100 today. So it's just by the grace and by the support. So continue supporting the channel through the ways we normally do. Share the videos, give the video thumbs up or thumbs down if you like. Comment, and again, kuna wale wenye wananibaya chai pia still open. So thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.